Let's get something straight. People don't treat you badly because they're cruel. They don't do it because you're unlucky. And they definitely don't do it because the world is unfair. They treat you badly because you allow it. That's uncomfortable to hear. But if this video hit you emotionally, you already know it's true. Someone is crossing your boundaries, disrespecting your time, talking to you in a way they wouldn't talk to others. And instead of stopping it, you're explaining it, tolerating it, or calling it being mature. That's not maturity. That's permission. Part 1. Respect is tested, not given. Here's the reality most people won't tell you. Respect is not automatic. It's tested. Every relationship starts with small tests. A sarcastic comment, a late reply, a joke that crosses the line. And people watch closely. They're not asking out loud, but subconsciously they're thinking, how much can I get away with? If you let the first thing slide, they try a second one. If you excuse the second, the third becomes normal. This isn't evil, it's human behavior. People treat you based on what you tolerate, not what you deserve. Part 2. Silence is not strength, it's a signal. A lot of people think staying quiet makes them strong. They say, I don't want conflict. It's not worth the drama. I'll just let it go. Here's the truth. Silence is not neutral. Silence is communication. When someone disrespects you and you say nothing, you're not being peaceful. You're telling them, this is acceptable. And the human brain loves clarity. So next time, they don't hesitate. They escalate. Your silence doesn't keep the peace. It teaches people how to treat you. Part 3. The nicer you are, the more you're tested. This part hurts, but it's real. The people who get disrespected the most are often empathetic, understanding, loyal, helpful. Why? Because they're predictable. They explain instead of confronting. They forgive instead of correcting. They stay instead of walking away. And people learn there are no consequences here. Your kindness doesn't protect you. Boundaries do. Part 4. You don't have a respect problem. You have a boundary problem. Let's be clear. If people constantly interrupt you, dump responsibilities on you, speak to you casually but formally to others, that's not bad luck. That's weak boundaries. You teach people your value by how you manage your time, your energy, your availability. If you always reply instantly, your time looks cheap. If you always say yes, your no loses power. People don't read your intentions. They read your behavior. Part 5. Explaining yourself kills authority. This is where most people sabotage themselves. They over-explain. They say things like, I just feel like maybe, I don't want to be rude, but I hope you understand. Stop. The more you justify your boundaries, the weaker they sound. Strong boundaries are short, calm, unapologetic. You don't need permission to protect your self-respect. Part 7. People get comfortable when you don't push back. Disrespect rarely starts loud. It starts subtle, a tone, a delay, a look. And every time you don't address it, you normalize it. Then one day when you finally react, people say, why are you overreacting? You're being sensitive. You're not overreacting, you're reacting late. If you had spoken earlier, it wouldn't feel dramatic now. Part 8. Boundaries don't make you rude, they make you clear. Setting boundaries doesn't mean yelling. It doesn't mean aggression. It doesn't mean explaining your childhood trauma. It means saying things like, that doesn't work for me. Don't speak to me like that. If this continues, I won't be available. No anger, no apology, no debate. People who respect you will adjust. People who benefit from disrespecting you will resist. That tells you everything you need to know. Part 9. The fear that keeps you silent. Let's be honest about why most people tolerate disrespect. It's not confusion, it's fear. Fear of rejection, conflict, being alone, losing access. So you choose comfort over self-respect. But here's the cost. Every time you stay silent, you teach yourself that your feelings don't matter. And eventually, others follow your lead. Part 10. People can only go as far as you let them. This is the core truth. People can only disrespect you to the level you allow. They push until they hit resistance. If there's none, they keep going. The moment you calmly push back, the dynamic changes. Not because you argued, but because you showed standards. Outro. Final reality check. Listen carefully. You're not being mistreated because you're weak. You're being mistreated because you're silent, and silence always sides with the aggressor. The moment you stop tolerating disrespect, a lot of people will disappear. That's not loneliness, that's clarity. People don't suddenly start respecting you. They either adjust or exit, and both outcomes are wins, because once you stop letting people treat you badly, they don't get the option anymore.